is Dobie Gray classic Drift Away. So we'll start with the chords. On the intro, we've got a B to an F sharp to an E, F sharp, B, then down to an F sharp 7 sus4 to a B. And the way I was playing it was to pick individual notes. So I'm playing on the B chord, I'm barring at the 7th fret, okay? Classic B bar chord. And so I'm just playing 7 on E, then 8 on G, 9 on D, 9 on A. I was playing it with my pick, then my 3rd finger, 2nd finger, and pick on the A string. For the F sharp, I'm playing the C shape, but moved up. Okay, so I'm picking 9 and 7 together. So I've got F sharp there and F sharp there. So 9 on A, 9 on B. So I pick them with my thumb and 3rd finger simultaneously. Then just 6 to 8. And the E chord, I'm just playing the E on 7 and the G sharp on 9, again on the A and B strings. And then picking those 2 notes in between. Just got a E bar chord there, back to the F sharp, back to the B, just going up and down again, and then I'm just using my pick here, or fingers, whatever works, just playing the bottom 4 strings, so 2, 4, 2, 4, then another little strum, to a B, okay? And that's the intro, and it's also crops up a couple of times in the song as like a break, okay? So we've got that, and then the chords are nice and straightforward. I'm just playing a B, D, D, so to F sharp, B, then we got the chords for the verse, nice and straightforward. I'm starting on an E, to a B, E, back to a B, E, back to a B, C sharp minor, E. Okay, that's your verse chords. And then in the chorus, we've got B, F sharp, E, back to B, F sharp, E, okay, and you can put this in or just stay on the E. Okay, so I'm just playing out. Okay, so it's all an E chord, but I'm putting that kind of bass run in as well. Just a nice thing to do. So I'm playing the E, and then I'm putting the C sharp on 9 on the E string, then a B on 7, and then we've got that C shape this time on 4. So we've got 4, 7, 6, 4, 5, 4. We've got I'm playing an octave F sharp on 2 and 4, down to the open E chords. You go. Okay, and then back into your kind of intro. All right, and then we've got a kind of bridge section, okay, where we just got C sharp minor, E, B. C sharp minor, E, F sharp. And you're back into just a simple verse. And then we've got a chorus where there's not a lot played and the guitar's just playing and the bass has got this descending little bass line. So you kind of, this time on the chorus, the kind of slower chorus, got the B. So it's, I wanna get lost. So we're playing this shape that we played on the intro down to that E shape. Okay, so you've got this bass line. And again, okay, and then you can do, and for the out, and then just playing through the chorus to the fade out. Okay, so that's the chords. We'll take a look next at those fills. I played a shortened version of the song which didn't include the second verse and chorus, but these licks give you an idea of the kind of fills you can use to play, especially during the verses. Okay, so I started with a classic kind of soul lick, is to land on 2 chord tones, in this case the 5th and the root, okay, from a tone above. Okay, so I can play it here or here. That's why I played it. Okay, I played G sharp and C sharp on 13 and 14 on G and B, down to 11 and 12 with the slide. Okay, and then again coming from above to land on a couple of chord tones. I'm playing E and G sharp, 14 and 13, sliding down, kind of swapping my fingers as I slide. So I've got D sharp and F sharp on 13 and 11. Yeah. So we've got, then, so here I'm playing a D sharp and G sharp, pulling off that G sharp to F sharp. Okay, so still all notes so far in the key of B. So we've got 9 to 7 on the B string with that 8 underneath it on G, and sliding that D sharp down to C sharp, 8 to 6. And then here I'm playing a little clash, which works nicely, a bit of tension and resolution. Okay, we've got 6 and 4 on the G and B strings, C sharp and D sharp. I'm playing a little bar across the 4th fret on G and B, so that as I pull off the 6th fret of the G string, I get a B, at the same time as hammering onto 5 from 4 on the B string. So it resolves to the 5th and root of an E chord. Okay, and then I've just played kind of, so just going from a B to an E again, this time with the kind of Hendrixy, where you play across a bar on the D, G and B strings, just barring across 4, but hammering to that G sharp on 6, playing the chord, and then playing 6, 4, 6 on the same strings. It's nice as a hammer to get that E chord. Okay, and then some kind of country-ish licks where I've got that kind of stuff, where I'm playing with my pick on the G string and my picking with my 2nd finger on the E string. So I'm going from, taking a B chord, so I'm taking a note from that chord, it's a B bar chord, a D sharp on 8 and the B on 7, and just going up the scale, you know. So this is where it's handy to know your scales and to know all the notes on the fretboard. I often say this, it's better than just doing it by numbers, because numbers don't really teach you anything about the music, but if you know what the notes are, it really helps you know the relationship between the chords and notes. So I know that where all the notes, for example, the B major scale, are up and down the neck everywhere. So I can just go up and down and don't have to think about you know, 3rd fret, etc. You know, it's just it makes you faster in the long run, kind of finding notes than just following tab. Okay, so basically, I know what the notes of the B major scale are, so I can go up on the G string. I'm going up D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, and on the the E string, sorry, I'm going B, C sharp, D sharp, E. And you put those together, you can build licks around that. Okay, so I'm playing 8 and 7, 9 and 9, sliding to 11 and 11, 13 and 12, 11, 11, 9, 9, slide back to 11, 8 and 7, 9, 9. And that, when you hit these two notes here, this E and C sharp, that's where you're hitting the C sharp minor chord, so it fits perfectly. Okay, so you've got that kind of stuff. So again, if you know how to kind of play up and down the neck with notes that correspond to the chord, it's a really useful thing, and just takes a bit of learning, that's all. All right, so you've got that, and then we've got we're going from a C sharp minor to an E chord. So I've got two notes here from C sharp minor. We ended on 9 and 9, so I can just slide that up to 13 and 12, and I'm hitting the E chord there, the 3rd, the G sharp, and the root, the E. And that's taken us into the chorus. Okay, so in the chorus we're playing kind of around again the B major scale, near the lower strings this time. Okay, around the 2nd position. Okay, so I'm leading into it. We're going in from an E chord. We're starting on an E to F sharp, and then hitting a B. So 2 and 4 and 2. And then to get to the F sharp chord, so we're going. So 2, 4, 2 on D and A, and 2, 4, 2 on A and E. And then we can go, we're going to an E, so I can play 2 and 4 again, the open E. And then playing these fills, we're just kind of using the flattened 7th on the E chord. So we can play 2 C sharp on 4 and bend that C sharp to a D, just a little bend release. So stuff like that. So it's, then we go down to 2 and 4 on the E string, and then a little slide or a little bend again. Okay, so it's all based around, you know, so you can kind of improvise your own little fills here if you want to. You don't have to follow them exactly. You're playing around here, as long as you kind of land on that B, you're going to be okay. Okay, and then we're taking it up an octave. So I've got so So now we're going to B and a C sharp with a bend. So 4 and 6, kind of snappy. Hitting an F sharp on 4, just like here. Going up. So 4, 6, 4 on D and G, G and D. Then going down to 2. So the same top 2 notes, down to 2 on D. And then we kind of got. So that second time is an extra bar of E. So we're playing this kind of fill. It's just the same notes again, a little longer. So a little slide there, I think. Okay, so it's all around the 2nd and 4th fret of the bottom 2 strings. So it's very fun little licks that you play on that chorus. Okay, and in the slow section, the bridge section, I was just adding with the second guitar just the top part of the chords. So just play 9, 9, 9 there for C sharp minor, 13, 12, 12 for E, 11, 12, 11 for B, then same again, and then that little fill where the lyrics say the guitar comes to move me, just playing just F sharp, A sharp, E, G sharp, and then D sharp, F sharp. Okay, so just going up on 19, 18, 17, 16, 16, so 19, 18, 17, 16, 16, 14, top 2 strings. Is there? And then when it came to doing the solos, I'm just improvising those based on the style of the record. And so we're going from a B chord to an F sharp to an E. So we're all in the key of B major. So what I started by doing was taking 3 major pentatonic scales. Sounds more complicated than it is this. So if you take the B major pentatonic, okay. So I'm starting on the A string, I'm going 2, 4, 6, 4, 6 on D, 4, 6, 8, and then 7, 9 on B, to 7 on E, landing back on that root note. Okay, I could go further, but that's... So with the B chord, you can play nice... You can play kind of nice little country slicks there. And then on the F sharp chord, I was playing so that around these notes of the F sharp major pentatonic. F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp. So we've got 4 on D, 6, 8, 6, 8, and then 7, 9. That's about as far as I went. Okay, so it's an easy shape to learn. And then we went to the E chord, just went down, took everything down 2 frets. Okay, to the E major pentatonic. E, F sharp, G sharp, B, C sharp, F sharp, E sharp, F sharp. Take it up to G sharp if you want, B, C, you can go all the way up. Okay, but basically, the thing about all these notes are, they're all in the key of B. If you put them all together, those 3 pentatonics, all the notes you find are in the key of B major. Okay, So there's no kind of outside notes. So you're pretty kind of safe, just jumping around, trying to follow the chords. But if you know those shapes, you can kind of improvise, and you know. See how they fit the chords, okay? And we're all still in the key of B major. Okay, so that's the kind of first part of the solo, and I threw in a few little chromatic runs. So it's always, as long as you can hit the notes, okay, you can throw in little in between notes. That's a very kind of country western thing to do. Okay, and just play about with it, experiment. But that's what I did. That's the scales I was using on the first part. And then the second part, I was more jumping around, like we played earlier, with the chords, taking the G and E strings. So, again, a nice little trick is very country, also very kind of Steve Cropper, is you take the chord, you take the notes, or the G and E strings, move them up a note each time of the scale. So we're going, on the case of B, 8 and 7, 9, 9, 11, 11. And it's also nice, you can put a little in between chromatic passing note in there, between these two. Again, very country. That kind of stuff. Okay, so you've got these notes, and you can throw that in. On the F sharp, again starting those two notes, you can play it here. On the E, I was playing it up here. It's the same pattern. Okay, just starting on a different fret for each chord. So always starting on the third root and keeping that same shape. So that's just a nice way you can also play over those three chords. So that's pretty much what I was doing, improvising the solo at the end. Okay, so have fun with that, and we'll take a look next at the bass part. I'm starting the bass with a slide from B to open E, to 7, sliding down, hitting the open E string, then back to the B on 7, back down. Then we stay on the E chord, but put an F sharp in the bass, so open, 2, a little passing note of C sharp, so I'll play that on 4, back to B on 2, then back to that slide down, 7 to open, back to B on 7, then slide into D sharp, then to C sharp, go to the C sharp minor chord. So slide to 6, down to 4 on the A string. Then C sharp, D sharp, slide to E. 4, 6, 7. That's the verse. And then in the chorus I'm playing so basically we're playing, repeating that over the chords. So I've got root and fifth. It's based around with the 6th note. So I'm playing 2, 2, B and F sharp, back to B, 2, 2, 2, F sharp, G sharp, 2 to 4, then B, G sharp, 2 and 4 on the A and E string. So so you've got 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 2. And to get to the F sharp chord, I'm just sliding up C sharp to D sharp, 4 to 6 on the A string. Then essentially playing the same thing. This time 4, 4, 4, 4, 6, 4, 6, 4, 4. Okay, so that's around F sharp, C sharp and D sharp there. Then a little chromatic passing note to take us to the E chord. So we've got so I'm just playing that lead in of F sharp, F natural, E. Then we're back into this time around the 2nd and 4th frets. E, B, C sharp, E, C sharp, E. Then a C sharp, to take you into a repeat. So 4 and then back to the start. So and then this time the end is so we're coming down E, C sharp, B. Okay. G sharp, F sharp, E. 2, 4, 2 on D and A. 4, 2, open. Okay, and then that kind of repeats round and round on the outro. Okay, you've got going round and round at the end there. And then there's that bridge section where I'm just playing a little slide to a C sharp. So going from a B, 6 to 4, then to an E, so 4, 6, 7, and then to a B, 2. Go back to the C sharp, E, so 6 to 7, 4, 6, 7, to an F sharp on 9. And then you're back into a verse, and then the next chorus, the kind of chorus, kind of bridge-like chorus, is when we're playing a B, and then just single notes, A sharp. So you've got F sharp over A sharp, and then E over G sharp. So I'm playing 7, 6, 4, and then just going up an octave, B, A sharp, G sharp, 9, 8, 6. Okay, and then coming to the end. All right, so great little bass part there, great song. Thanks for requesting it, and as always, buddies, cheers.